They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go.
Hall again on second down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down on the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Got it.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets 37-yard line.
Here we go. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Gun.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
11.
Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
First down, Cincinnati.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go. Play action. It's Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
On one, ready?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
McPherson, as a rookie last year, made a league-leading 9 kicks from 50-plus yards and added to it in the playoffs with some other big kicks to help propel his team to the Super Bowl. But that time, unable to convert.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. All again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Williams. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Wilson to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Slant pass to Boyd. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
In Hayden Hurst's only year as the unquestioned starter, he had 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets them a 1st down here.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? DJ Reader there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Wilson on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back to the 20-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Williams to return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And here comes Berrios. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
66.
Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Brings their line for the Jets field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And the tight end goes in motion left. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. In motion right is Wilson. To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. He finds Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Hall again.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Give to Hall running right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I think the offensive line was caught off guard a little bit because normally on an RPO, that ball's gone quickly. But in this case, he held it, and they held up well in their protection. He found his man downfield, something that's not typical, but it sure worked out well.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
After the sack on first down, Burrow, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Burrow. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Mixon trying to punch it in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that would probably should be.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Burrow. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying fourth-quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always the chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That play ended for a net loss by Jesse Bates. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Wilson to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead in a very offensive-minded game. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Pass complete. Hurst.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
To throw, Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. Now Burrow. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
11
Throwing, Burrow.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here we go, here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow.
Caught on the slant. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're...
He's got him in, complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
One last shot for Wilson. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over. But sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for Cincinnati, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.